Candlestick Gallery. That's right, Candlestick Gallery is our first map right here. And I saw the map maker earlier in the chat, by the way. This is Sukth's map, who has made plenty of other maps already in the past. Blade Master opening right here. Ooh, happy with the amazing item drops. Perfect 2 items to start things off with. Gets the level 2. Blade gets a ghoul kill at least. But the DK shouldn't be too despondent here. In recent weeks, especially against 1-2-0, we saw almost no Wyvern play. But this opening here so far with a harassing Blade with a fast tech, this might be indeed the Wyvern. The overlay's bugged? What the hell? This normally only happens after we've had a game. Why is it bugged on the first map? Weird. Okay. We're gonna have the overlay back for the following maps. Is it because of the unusual map? Not sure. Got the Shadow Hunter coming. Double Bestiary. Happy would love to creep a fast level 3 before the Shadow is out. But on a new map, of course, you're not so familiar with the creep routes. I'm looking around the map a little bit here. So we got 2 shops in the middle. I think this is a barrier that you can't pass. Interesting terrain. Got some red camps in the corners. It seems to be a terrible map for expansion, isn't it? The gold mine here is super close to the middle for attack.
A town is under siege.
And then there's another one here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just from the position of the gold mines, it seems to be a bit tough for playing Expo. This matchup, of course, isn't really about expansion at all. This is going to be 1 base, tier 3 rush, and Wyvern in the case of focus.
A player's forces are under attack.
I wonder how much the players prepared for the new map here. You might say that Happy had lots of time to prepare because he hasn't been playing really in other tournaments. We have seen very little of the Emperor lately. Has he lost a little bit of his shine? A little bit of his spark? We'll find out today in this BO5.
Players' forces are under attack.
A little bit of hex creeping. We're quite familiar with that. Oh, and we have Saul 8man coming in with the raid. Hello, everybody. Good day, good morning. Hope you're doing well this fine day. Ooh, that's a big camp right here. Red camp immediately next to the main base. Interesting. I imagine this could be abused quite a bit by hex creeping. If you pull this camp early, hex it into the main base, possibly. Focus a master of hex creeping. Good scout by Happy here, by the way. Saw that with a Skelly, but he gets the item. It's a mana stone.
Players' forces are under attack.
Happy's going Gargs against the Wyvern as he does most of the time. Where 1-0 much prefers the Fiends, Happy believes more in the Gargs, and that should mean... I was about to say Alchemist, but actually it's not the case anymore. It's more about Dark Ranger, I think, these days. Huge item here, by the way. Super Mask. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Lich almost in range for the steal right here. Mana Stone used. We have Hex ready. And a Super Mask for focus as well. So the big upside of playing Gargs is you don't play into a TC Stomp, as you would with Fiends. So a TC here doesn't have big impact, which means the triple hero for the Orc won't be as strong as it can be in other not matchups, but army setups. Happy now coming in with the first push. Doesn't even have a third hero, by the way. Just dual hero here. A bit unusual. Speed scroll, double detonate. Nice hex, by the way. The hex stopped the Coil Nova from sniping the bats. That was a nice execution right there. Focus being very careful with those Wyvern. We all know they are not cheap. And they die pretty quick. It is actually Alchemist returning, not the Dark Ranger. Alchemist can be a very squishy target later. He is very low armor, of course, and cannot be coiled. Going for the Alch immediately with the speed scroll, but the Shadow Hunter, he's dead in the meantime. That's the more important hero. Wyvern's still alive, but they're all a little bit bruised. Of course, Acid Bomb Nova does some good AoE against it. Happy healing from the statues. Happy is on quite the win streak right now against Focus.
A player's forces are under attack.
4 wins in a row since January of this year. That's when Focus had 1 win in the Super League. Before that, even longer of a win streak for Happy, where it was 9 in a row. Happy looking merciless here, as ever. Giving no time for the Orc to really creep, really get the levels, really build his hero army. Orc triple hero with TC, as we know, is one of the strongest, if not the strongest in the game. But it needs time. Happy unwilling to give that time, playing his pressure excellently so far. Quite a bit of gold on Focus. Minimal investment, by the way, in structures. No war mill, no upgrades, no barracks even. Just double bestiary, couple burrows, the shop and heroes. One Wyvern about to take out from the acid bomb right there. Another Nova right-click follow-up, and these Wyvern just... They get picked off so fast, and they don't present the big threat that they're supposed to be. At least so far, it's not looking like it. The Ark's also really good against the Wyvern if there's no bats. We had a few bats. None at the moment coming, though. And the shop is cancelled again. And where can you make that shop? Back here, maybe? But Happy might just cancel that once more. GG is called in what was a dominant first map for Happy. This map was added to the new War 3 Champions Season map pool. Has not found huge popularity yet. It always takes a while, you know, for maps to get popular. That's just the way it goes. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, against 1-0, Focus was playing lots of Fastia Headhunters, Blade Master Headhunters. Maybe he feels that against Happy specifically only Wyvern can work. Although, previous map wasn't exactly the case. Ooh, that lightning shield is pretty annoying. The Renegade. Making creeping difficult for Happy here. And the Blade is close by to mess with him a bit here, maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Quite unlikely that the blade can get any kills here. Items rather poor so far. Last hit. Goes to the Death Knight. Main walled off as well. Can't even get any kills here. Oh! Oh, did you see that? The creep camp is invis, but you see the little icon from the creep, from the item carrier. Even when invis. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting creep camp right here. Down at the little spider shrine. This is low ground, by the way. This is a perfect spot to creep jack somebody coming in from the high ground, but it's hard to properly creep jack someone when you don't have any units yet. It's only the blade so far. This is the big downside, of course, of this build. The Wyvern power spike can be quite good, but for a long time it is simply only the blade. And if the undead is playing evasively, which is doing so far, he can get very, very far ahead in experience. This is about to be level 3 versus level 1, it seems. Ooh, the blade is actually almost on time. Ooh, a steal here would have been so big on the big creep. Focus just like 2 seconds late. Zwergen King with the resub. Thank you. One ghoul falls, same as the first map. Remo, do you know if Lynn will be back anytime soon? I don't know really. I can't say. He is not playing in the Taigu Cup, and he's not playing in the Super B Cup. So the next 2 bigger tournaments, unfortunately, will be without Lynn. Oh, wait. That's not true. Sorry, I misremembered that. He is not playing in the Taigu Cup, but he is playing in the Super B Cup. That is happening next week on Tuesday. There Lynn is playing, actually. Orc fans rejoice. Happy, by the way, not playing in either tournament. He declined participation. He was invited, but didn't accept. And once again, I cannot really tell you why, but did not want to participate.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thank you, Bane. 76 conference for the bits. I have no idea what you're saying with that, but thank you regardless. Items for focus are pretty damn good here, by the way. Sobi, Claws, even Mantle. These are valuable additions for the heroes. Items looking good so far. Next thing Focus needs to get is proper levels. He's doing a lot of hex creeping here. We love to see it. Happy trying to show up for a steal, but he's not quite in time. Wand of the Wind. This item is worse. Sold and Orb picked up.
A player's forces are under attack.
In we go. Hex on the Death Knight right away. Trying to get the hero kill here. Maybe can get it. Oh, Focus all of a sudden. With the Hex, he's gonna lock it in. That is a huge kill. Got some Gargs as well. Ghouls dying to the creeps. Oh my god, this is the perfect engagement. Focus here coming in with a slamming success. If he gets the Lich as well, maybe the game's just over. He has the move speed advantage right now. No aura for the Lich right here. Another Hex. Man, this is the most impactful Hexes I've ever seen. And now Happy might be wondering if he shouldn't have perhaps bought that Wand of Negation. That Wand of Negation can be quite good. Oh my god, amount of kills here for Focus is crazy. Gonna get that statue as well with a bit of purging. Level 2 crit. I like that, by the way. That is one hell of a speed scroll engagement. That should be taught in the orc textbooks. And now it's an unbelievable lead for Happy. Oh my god. Alchemist solo creeping right now. Focus can also continue to creep. Level 3 Shadow around the corner. Let's keep the Wand of Mana Steel. I like that. Shadowhunter has a lot of mana here with these nice items he got. Now, every other undead would be dead in the water here. This game would be over. But this is not any other undead. This is the #1 best undead of all time, from whom we've seen many insane comebacks in the past. I'm not counting him out just yet. Begin with potion. Not too bad, I guess. Both heroes now protected. I imagine better items here would have been possible. Blade got a couple of good tomes as well, by the way. Tome of Knowledge. Still only dual hero. DK is back. Lich didn't take long to return. He was only level 1. Lich is going to be very underleveled this game. No question about that. Alchemist, on the other hand, he is leveled pretty well. Rune Bracers for the blade. That's sometimes a good item, but normally with this army setup, it's the Wyvern always getting nuked right away, so the blade doesn't really need the Rune Bracers. Coil on cooldown. Looking for a crit here on the ledge. Almost got it. Bad Rider coming in. Gets a detonation. The Gargs are all gone. Wyvern still in the air. Shadowhunter blasting through his mana here pretty fast, but he has good regen as well. Happy low on mana right now. Destroyer comes up. There's Purge immediately. Another good fight for Focus. Happy struggling heavily on the mana. The Alchemist has a bunch, but his aren't the most important spells here. Thank you, Metzga, with the resub. Oh, Tome of Agi +2 for free. Yes, sir. 35 Agi now on the blade. That's really good. This game is a lesson in humility so far for Happy. Even the best player of all time can still be humbled. Lich trying to escape with that Zeppelin, but that's light armor. That is light work normally for the... Yeah. Oh my god, that Zeppelin instantly exploded. And Happy has to call it GG. Alright. After map 1, not gonna lie, I was a bit worried. This might just be a 3-0 stomping. But that was very well done by Focus. How are the players rated when they don't play on the same platforms? What matters for their ratings isn't their ladder play. It's not like... I don't know, in Age of Empires 2, do people care about the elo that is a result of the ladder plays? Nobody really cares about the ladder MMR. What counts is the War 3 info elo ranking, and that is calculated by tournament games. Tournament games, wins and losses. And then it doesn't really matter where you ladder. Very unusual creeps here. Once again, the name of this map is Fell Pit, where this map looks very different from everything we're normally used to. Way different creeps. It looks like we're on Outworld here. Everything's green. We got the demons. We got the Burning Legion and stuff. We got some fell orcs somewhere. Skeletal orcs. So this is a big break from tradition. I don't even know what the mercs here are. I think there's like an immolation merc here. Oh no, wait. Is this the merc? No. This is the creep. Focus struggling a tiny bit with this creep camp here. Happy now moving out with level 2 with a bunch of ghouls. Takes Focus some effort here to clear the camp. Gets a ring +5. Not at all good for the Farseer, but will be very good for the TC. It's cool to see new maps. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm a big fan of new maps. I think we should have more ambitious map rotation in the big tournaments. But also, fairly understandably, the players, you know, they're more resistant. It is simply more comfortable to play on the old maps. By the way, Happy with insane item luck. Gets the 2 best drops twice, the claws +8, for which the chances are very low. And he stole those claws from the other camp. Ghouls took quite a bit of damage already, though. This might be a good trade for Focus here. It is 2 ghouls for 1 headhunter so far. Oh, looks like it's going to be 2-2 in the end, though. As that ghoul will get away, and the DK is chasing for that other kill.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, Fastia got level 3. That's a good level up. DK looking for that coil, but doesn't have vision anymore. Good saves here by Focus. Trying to save him. And will. Happy. Is he thinking about a Dark Ranger second here? Seems like on the pro level, this is not really the priority anymore. The preference anymore. It seems like it's mostly Lich into Dark Ranger. Would be quite the late Lich, though. That side is still far away from 3. Well, not far, but he's not there yet. Oh, shit! Firelord! It's the Firelord tower push! This is what Focus played against 1-0 in the WSB Grand Final. It was a win for 1-0. 4-2 in the end. But Focus played tower push against Undead. Imagine that. Happy cancels the tech. Now he's going full defense, of course. Got the Slaughterhouse coming up from the back. If Focus could cancel the Slaughterhouse, that would be so big. But Happy's got it in a very good position. Hard to reach. If the Slaughterhouse was like here, it would be the easiest cancel ever. And the peons fall back. Focus saying, okay, you know what? I was just kidding about that. Gonna end up teching, I imagine. Happy went for the Wand of Negation here, by the way. A little bit of ghoul damage, a little bit of acolyte damage. If the altar falls, it means no tech. Dude, is this a tactical kill on the altar to get a big tech lead? Focus could start the tech now. Oh, Firelord though might be dead. Speed scroll, heal salve. Nice save there actually. Let's got one more Nova. Oh, that grunt. Denied. Good play by Focus here so far. But Focus isn't teching. He's got so many resources. Focus, what are you doing with your money? Yeah, the altar kill is big, actually. This was also relevant in the game against 1-0, killing altars to stop the tech. For, like, decades in Warcraft 3, it never really mattered to kill the altar to delay tier 3. This is a new tactic that might be evolving here in this matchup. And since the tech is so late for Happy, Focus might be able to get away with an expansion and have that pay off pretty soon. Firelord, though, not known to be a great late game hero. If you're Night Elf, he can be good maybe, with an Orb of Venom, good right clicker and then all that. But in this matchup, I don't really see the huge upside. Got a lot of headhunters here. First attack upgrade coming. Also, Flute of Accuracy, quite nice. Is there a breakpoint where you can get +3? Maybe with a second attack upgrade?
Players' forces are under attack.
Good experience on the Farseer here. Past level 4 Farseer is quite nice. Chain Lightning 2 against ghouls can be
Town is under siege.
impressive sometimes. First Coda gonna be joining soon. Another damage increase. By the way, look at this little Dune reference here. We got the critter, the Dune worm. A little bit smaller than in the Dune universe. And Happy's playing this game largely on the back foot so far. Oh, one miss rally on the headhunters. That is one easy kill right there. And you see the issue here for the Orc army. It is a very frail army. These headhunters can quickly die, no problem. Especially once the Dark Ranger joins, and she will be joining soon. No Chain Lightning being used here yet. Ensnare. This could be a lot of damage on the Fiend. We have Frost Armor, but that is a kill. Is that a level up? Yes, it is. Farseer 4. Oh, he's also losing quite a bit of units here, though. Great timing. Before the Orb, before the Dark Ranger, before Destroyers. This is a perfect timing for Focus. Love it. Is Focus getting close to the 2-1 here? Maybe. But Happy's strongest time is yet to come. Once he's got his tier 3 army assembled finally. Right now, though, he has very little. Still no Destroyers. The summons are doing really well here for quite a while. The Altar Snipe to stop the tech. Genius by Focus here. Firelord with the Invo Potion. Lich TPing over to the shop. Firelord, though, he needs to be given the TP. He's panicking a bit. Panicking a bit. Firelord is... 3 hit points. Are you kidding me? There wasn't even a TP to give him. Focus, they are getting a bit lucky. Escaping with that Firelord. No heal cells anymore. Lich, by the way, crazy damage. This game is not done yet. Plus 23 on that Lich. Firelord barely got away. I didn't know this before, by the way. With one attack upgrade, the Kodo damage increases from +2 to +3 on the headhunters. That's kind of neat. Happy with a tiny army, but with possibly very, very strong heroes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Focus stuck on tier 2 here. Happy really, really needs a Dark Ranger. He's almost got the money for her. Heal Scroll and TP now on the Farseer. Firelord very squishy, by the way. Farseer is a bit tankier as he's holding the gauntlets. Happy morphing the Destroyers. He's not even going Dark Ranger. That seems like a big mistake, though. Imagine all the Skellies here. It is so many Headhunters. Focus at the Merc camp, thinking about a mercenary, maybe. Kodo would be a big kill to get. Kodo probably a bit too far up front here. Losing Headhunters is, of course, painful, but at least there's no skellies being added. Wool's going down pretty quick. Target fire could be better here on these destroyers. He ensnared them, but didn't really kill them. DK has plenty of mana still. There's another saving coil. But the stats are all gone. If this one goes down. The Dark Ranger is missing so much here. And I think the positioning here by Focus was brilliant. Focus was intercepting for the fight before Happy got to the tavern. Oh, sorry for the lags, guys. Level 5 Farseer. Going level 3 Chain Lightning. Focus may have just done it. Now, like Razorman, he can just go for the hero kill. He's got mass and snares. And that's the Death Knight gone! And the GG. Wow. Focus with Farseer Headhunter into a fake all-in. Killing the altar. Delaying tier 3 so much. Set up the expansion. That was amazing. Gloves of Haste to start things off over here. DK with the gauntlets. Keeping a very... what's the word? Humble first camp. Oh, this camp is almost instant level 2. Farseer would just need one little skelly for the level up. Ring of Protection. Alright, that could be a good item for the TC, but of course previously we saw the Fire Lord. Claws for Happy. Indeed, that is what he likes. Lich last game had crazy items. Double big claws. But it was not quite enough. Very defensive play with the Farseer here. He's trying to get level 3 as fast as he can.
Player's forces are under attack.
Happy continuing to creep. I think it's clear Happy doesn't really know the best creep routes yet on these new maps, which is understandable, as they are very new maps. Happy didn't really, it seems at least, didn't really practice these maps too much before to look for very fast level 3 creeping and such. Pendant of Energy. Yeah, not that good. And that's level 3 for Focus. Is he going to add some mercs, maybe? Nope. No mercs. Special mercs also on this map. I think it's the Baron's mercs with, like, centaurs. And the Quill dudes. What are they called? Quill boars? Could be time for another Fire Lord here, maybe. We got the peons moving out. Oh, look at the Acolyte Scout. Happy attacks the peons, signaling that he knows what's up. Chain Lightning. Oh, too late! Could have killed one ghoul here. Focus didn't quite react there fast enough. That was a split second. That Chain Lightning missing is a big deal. DK now has that level 3. Here's the Fire Lord again. Slaughterhouse could be cancelled this time. It is not as perfectly protected in the back. And Focus goes for it immediately. Happy could maybe build it here. I'm not sure if there's enough room or if he needs to cut down more trees. It's a Dark Ranger second this time. No Lich. A couple of Headhunter kills here could really go a long way. Happy has so much mana, by the way. First lava spawn killed by the ghouls. Not ideal for Focus in this push. Headhunters starting to fall. Skellies starting to be raised. Oh. I feel like this is not looking too great for Focus right now. Getting some ghoul kills, but also certainly experiencing the losses. First lava spawn being killed, I think, was a big problem. Powers cancelled. I think he didn't cancel. I think he just lost them. Got no lumberback. Oh, Focus's position is looking very rough here. Headhunter count is super low now. And Happy doing a great job sniping the lava spawn. Second lava spawn also doesn't split. This is not looking good now anymore. Chances for a 5th map seem high. Scully's, as always, doing amazing against the Headhunters. And the Philo there was in trouble as well. And that's a quick GG. That was the shortest game so far this series. 6 minute 50 only. Focus again, trying with the Fire Lord push. This time Happy better prepared. The Dark Rangers certainly seem to work wonders here. Focus again with the Farseer Headhunter opening. Farseer 1 grunt into Headhunter. Is he gonna try a tower push again? I feel like this build only really makes sense when you have a really good level 3 creep route laid out. Farseer grunt Headhunter, pretty good at creeping early. And you can try to line up a very fast level 3 timing and then try to utilize the power of wolves. This camp here, not that easy for Grunt and Wolves. This is all heavy armor. And the DK is being very aggressive here. Wait, is this a Ted Fiend build? No. It is a DK Ghoul build. Oh, last hit. Goes to focus. First coil wasted. Very unusual to see the Death Knight this aggressive with a Ghoul build. Ghouls are moving out, looking at a pretty waterfall. Gonna go for a bit of simultaneous creeping here. Oh, that Headhunter seems to be doomed. He might survive this, actually. If he keeps running... Run, run, run! I'm very invested in this Headhunter right now. Keep running! Keep running! Don't stop! Don't stop! Yo, he did it! He made it! Headhunter survives. Let's go. That's 2 coils wasted, basically, by Happy, if this Headhunter does make it out. This is kind of a good start for Focus, I would say. Very slow DK creeping so far. Happy even has backpack, by the way, to give the item over. And the Ghoul scouting is really good. Farseer level 2. He's on the way. DK gets his own level 2 here, though. The Ghoul. One zap. Is he gonna zap in the dark? Zap in the dark. Could have gotten him with a Chain Lightning bounce. Does Chain Lightning bounce into Fog of War? I think so, right? What about that hurt Headhunter? Did that one survive? I'm not sure. Maybe it didn't. Oh no, there he is. There he is! Hank the Headhunter. Still with us. What is this map? This map is Northern Woods. You can't hit something that you can't see. I'm talking about the bounce, bro. The bounce, obviously. I think the bounce works. Oh, doesn't need a Chain Lightning here. One Ghoul picked off. Yikes, I'm lagging. Dark Ranger second. Once again, less reason now to go for the tower push. Look at that experience. Farseer got a nice little lead here. Oh! Hank the Headhunter still alive. Oh man, it's spiking hard. If I'm gonna make the game lag, I will have to leave this game, I guess. It's kind of a big camp here. Makrura Title Lord. 9 armor, this big boy.
Forces are under attack.
Tier 3, Farseer Headhunters this time by Focus. This is the strat he's very familiar with. A strat he's really good with. A strat with which he has recently beaten 1-0 more than once. But I haven't seen him beat Happy with this in a long time. Oh, the game sense here. Look at the Creep Jack. Does he have the Chain Lightning at the perfect time? No chance. With the coil, the last hit is secured. Going after the Death Knight here, but he's very tanky. The Ring of Regen is also wonderful for healing him up here. But the DK here being stuck on level 2 for so long. I think Happy played a bad opening here. With DK Ghouls, you can creep super heavily, but he went aggressive, hunting after Headhunters, not really getting him, not really stealing units or creeps. And now he's behind in experience. I think Happy here for once did play a bad opening. But he still has the superior late game army. DK Dark Ranger Lich are much better than Farseer TC Shadow. Farseer, of course, falls off heavily later on, as we know. Sorry for the laggy appearance here, guys. Come on. Stabilize. Stabilize. It's the connection right now to the Chinese server. DK has very, very tanky items, which might not do any good for him, because it might just be the ghouls getting focused. That's normally the way it's supposed to be. Got a Wyvern already for focus. I like that. Giving different threats to the undead. Is he going for Tiny? Oh, shit, he is! Really early Tiny here. He sells the ring, which makes me sad. That would have been great for the TC. He's got another one, though, on the Shadow Hunter. Level 3. Scroll of the Beast. That is the worst item for him, but an item at least. After a really good early game here, Focus smelling his advantage, going for that Tiny. Peon Slide is a little bit late, Focus. Why is that one so late? That's a good amount of gold that you're missing out on here. TC would love to get level 2 here with a bit of solo creeping. 3-3-2 would be a really good level split. And the Dark Ranger herself not level 3 yet. Lich so far, 0 experience. But Happy does see the Tiny erected, sees the peons only arriving now. Big item for the TC here. What's it gonna be? Robe of the Magi. Good for one of the other 2 heroes, I would say. Okay. Happy doesn't have time to waste. In we go with the ghouls. Peons under threat immediately. Trying to reposition here with the heroes. Shadowhunter in focus immediately. Use a heal scroll or something to heal up again. Shadowhunter still hurt, by the way. Happy using lots of damage on the Shadow, but not getting the kill. Happy wasting a lot of damage here on the second hero. Silence again. Shadow still hurt. Shadow still being targeted. Heal self interrupted. Happy's going only for the hero kill here. Hasn't got it yet. Heal wave ready in a moment. Focus, can he win this fight now? Having dodged the hero kill attempt. Happy's mana is lower, but not gone yet. Wyvern pulled back, but will now probably also go down. Shadowhunter with another heal. That was the last one. Shadow still has to run. Still has to be afraid. The Coil Nova is almost ready. Not just yet, but the coil is, and the Shadowhunter walks away a bit too late. Farseer, I mean. Big loss on the Farseer. Happy losing a ton of units. There's almost no ghouls left, but there's a Dark Ranger. There's a TC level 3. There's a Dark Ranger level 3. And now the level 2 Black Arrow is so scary for the orcs. Coda goes down. Invo Potion, Nova. Oh, the Shadow. Running away, but there's a coil. There's a coil. And that's the next hero kill. Oh, that might be just enough. The hero coil, the good old coil Nova. Might be enough in the end. TC the only hero left on the field. Happy's numbers are low, but that Dark Ranger can raise the numbers with the Skellies. Doesn't even count into the supply. And especially from the peons, he can get those easily. It looked good for a moment there for Focus. It looked really good. For a little moment. Double Tavern Res. That was hell of expensive. Clarity's running. Heal salves applied. But Happy now is looking good again. Got the Ghoul Destroyer. 3-3-2 heroes. Against 3-3-3. One beautiful stomp by the TC. We get level 4 on the Shadow Hunter right here. He's silenced and he's again in trouble. He's turning around. Shadow, don't turn around. That's not what you want to be doing. Heal wave comes in. Mana is low absolutely everywhere. The Dark Ranger is still finding more kills. Still finding more Skellies that are being risen. Focus not giving up yet. With the Expo dead though, chances aren't looking that great. Shadow Hunter one more heal wave. Focus just barely having enough here to hold on, it seems. Level 4 fast here. Shadow. 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 There's another coil, isn't there? There was a coil. Happy didn't get the kill. Maybe because he wanted to save the Lich. And save him he did. Lots of hurt units here. Ooh, Focus also. This is stressful for him. Happy would benefit hugely from a statue. Another Wyvern falls. Another Headhunter falls. Berserker, I should say. Ring of Regen now. Super good on the Lich. Look how he's slowly healing. DK's level 4. Lich close to 3. And as the dust finally settles, Happy has a big supply lead here. Well, I guess I have to take that back. It's not a big supply lead, but it is noticeable.
A player's forces are under attack.
Normally the Orc needs to have an advantage in this matchup when playing Fascia Headhunters. Right now, Focus doesn't really seem to have that advantage. Pendant of Energy, meh. Again, not the greatest item. Fascia got a clause plus 12 at some point, by the way. I kind of missed that. Fascia right-clicks are, in fact, really strong here. Happy's coming for the Creep Jack, though. He's on the hunt. Passing through the waterfalls. Ready to sniff out his opponent. Legion Doomhorn here is quite nice. Is it good enough to get away? Chain Lightning, one ghoul kill. There's no mana for silence at the moment. Actually, I guess now there is one silence. Dark Ranger is indeed low on mana. Happy has still no statues on the ground. Now one is trailing behind. Some from the TC, didn't hit the ghouls too much. It is again a bunch of kills. The Wyvern are really putting in huge damage, and the Wyvern can't be sniped too easily. TC has one more stomp, maybe even two more. He's fishing for the Purge here with the Farseer. He's got that Orb of Lightning. Wyvern are untouched. He is so fast. The move speed is so high. Where is that Purge? Where's that Purge? There it is. Getting another statue. Focus is fighting back in what is considered to be an unfavored late game. Focus here doing so well. He might get the next camp. He is getting so high level on these heroes. Shadowhunter close to 5. 4-4-4 right now as we speak. He's 3 levels ahead of Happy at the moment. Might be able to do it. Maybe. We can't speak too soon. Angie Tome for the Shadow. Min-maxing everything. Coil Nova, but there's the heal. And a Purge. Another good kill for Focus. The supply leader swung around. Happy found himself ahead just a little bit ago. But this trade was amazing. The Wyvern are really delivering in this late game here. And we didn't even have a Kodo for a while. Now the Kodo is joining again. Big item here was the Healing Ward. Focus would love to get some clarities though. He's a bit low on mana at the moment. Happy realizing he is under-leveled. Finally has the Lich on level 3. Much, much needed. Ankh. Might be valuable here, actually. Focus again on the hunt. Didn't even go back to get clarities. Focus right now throwing his weight around in the middle of the map. There's the Kodo. Big damage boost for everybody. Lots of gold on Focus. Could he go for another tiny? Is that allowed? It seems like he could do it. Just go into upkeep. Buy the tiny. He's got so much gold here. Let's see, Fasir. What's the plan? Clarity, clarity, tiny. Indeed it is! Next attempt. Double clarity running. Love it. Slippers on the ground. Could be nice for the shadow. We're happy has the reveal immediately. How's he looking now on the heroes? DK items are okay. Lich items are okay, but not really great damage. Happy is lacking a bit of damage here. Shadowhunter needs 1 kill for level 5. 1 single kill. Focus going into upkeep. He has no lumber peons at the moment. He needs to make some here at least. Looks like a last-ditch effort for Happy right here. Morphing the destroyers, bringing the ghouls, bringing all that he can. 60 supply versus 61. Mana is looking great on Focus. You need to have quick reactions here. Oh, tense. Tense game. Second Expo attempt. This again is the win condition. Happy needs to strike right now. In we go. The illusions here are making things weird. Level 5 Shadowhunter. He got it from like a Skeleo Ghoul kill or something. TC could land the perfect stomp right there. Illusions of the DK are buying time. Now they're gone. Oh, yoink! Perfect end snare. Pulling the Garg with a little bug into the Orc army. And Focus staying patient. He lost the peons, but he can remake them. Mana still looking great on Focus. Level 5 Shadow with full mana. Has the ring on the Shadow, not on the TC. And I think this is the right call for once. The TC on a pretty high level. He's tanky enough. Now he is out and about alone. Wanted to get an invuln, I guess. Who is our winner here today? Great series between these two. Yumiko Arena again delivers. This just being a show match, not a full tournament like last time. Big Orc army. Silence on the TC. Doesn't have the Immo Potion to break it. We're missing the Stomp right here. Happy is trying to get these kills in right now while he can't be stunned. And the birds indeed are dying pretty quickly. Chain lightning against the ghouls. Shadowhunter might be the next target. There's a big Stomp. Now the TC can again put his work in. And there's no mana anymore for another silence. TC. Actually, that was the next silence. That's why the mana is gone. That was the last one then. The last silence. TC can now get to work with the silence wearing off. The Stomp is ready, is in. The Chain Lightning doing good damage. The Ghoul's basically all gone. But Skellies can still be raised. Destroyer's getting ensnared. Who's taking the lead here? It still seems so close. Death Knight hurt, by the way. Death Knight really low HP, but he's got the Ankh. Focus doesn't realize. Wastes a bunch of damage on the DK. TC level 5, crazy level up for him as well. The level 3 Stomp is insane! And the Lich is almost going down. Dark Ranger in trouble as well. Shadowhunter still a bunch of mana, forcing the TP away. DK level 5 doesn't even get the kill. Perfect heal wave here by Focus. What a series by Focus that he's playing here. Expo still up and mining. This was basically all in. Happy's out of gold, has to unsummon. The next attempt is going to be beyond desperate. Focus now looks poised to get the big revenge finally. Long has he waited to taste victory again against Happy. Today might be that day, unless Happy has one more crazy come back up his sleeve. But there ain't supposed to be no way. 5/5/5 heroes are so strong here. TC even with the mana potion. Oh, that raider almost got insta-gibbed. Silence again. That was a double silence. Shadowhunter also afflicted. Farseer! Farseer! Oh, no focus! The healer was too far in front! He got the shadow silence. Huge mistake. He could have broken it with invuln, by the way, but he didn't. A gift that focus gives to Happy. Is this how the game slips away? We'll see. Farseer not being rezzed yet, but the army is still huge for focus here. TC Storms are, of course, magnificent. Now he's out of mana. Mana potion, though, is available. And the Skelly's being raised. Ensnare on the Destroyer. That has to be a kill. Mana potion. Stomp again. DK doesn't have the mana pot. This reminds me of that crazy game that Happy had a million years ago on Echo Isles, winning with only heroes. Can he do it one more time? Invuln on the Lich. Shadowhunter hurt. He's almost level 6! But the Farseer's back from the tavern. He had enough money. And with that hero returning, that must be enough, surely. Shadow hurt, makes it out. Dark Ranger, she falls. We got an item on the ground. Invul Potion wasn't gonna be enough. TC here rocking their show with that level 3 stomp, and that's it. GG. Focus is our winner here today. He gets the revenge. Beautiful BO5. Man. Not gonna lie, after map 1, I was worried. We were gonna have a 3-0 stomp here. But focus with different strats and great plays. What a showcase on map number 5.